Hello.
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 And welcome back to Let's Watch TV, where we watch TV. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We sing too much. Okay, couple things. One,
Yeah.
we love all of you. Become a
All of you.
Patreon member. Support the podcast. You become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. It's how we keep Let's Watch TV on air. Patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Make it happen. We love to see it.
Love
Patreon
it.
shout outs at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Before we even get into it,
Yeah.
I am so busy.
You are.
I'm dreading my flights tomorrow. I have to be up and out of this hotel at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay.
Don't let me bore you.
No. 4 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
to get on a plane.
Yeah.
I have a layover, which I hate, in Detroit.
Mhm.
And then a flight from Detroit to Seattle. I'm going to be so tired. And then I get home, and I'm only home for a few hours, and then we have to go to British Columbia.
Well, that's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun, but also I'm tired.
Oh, well.
But it's going to be a great flight.
Wah, wah, wah.
Morgan will be driving, so I can be sleeping.
Get your hand off my
Oop.
face. Stop. If Blake can hear me, he can hear me.
Blake's not paying attention.
He is. He's watching it.
Okay, good.
So keep your hands off.
So that's my life. What's up in your life?
Well, we're here in Cleveland.
We are live together in Cleveland.
Yeah, came to see your shows, Rock Around Hall of Fame, went to a Tiger game, have a blast. We're having a blast this weekend.
What was that shirt that you got me?
Oh, you didn't bring it with you?
No.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we got you a shirt with a 45 disc that goes into 45 records. If anybody remembers that, there are these little plastic discs that go into 45 so it can go onto your stereo, onto your, what is that? Record player. Because the record player had a slim needle on it, and a 45's hole is really big. So you needed to put this disc in, and that's what the shirt has on it, is a 45 disc. And if you wear it, and people will remember, oh, I remember that. It was on my 45s. Shut up. Nasty. You're nasty.
I didn't say shit, first of all. So let's clear the air there.
Yeah, we laugh.
Anyway,
Shall we move on?
we shall.
Okay.
We watched Reservoir Dogs.
No.
Well, I keep calling it Reservoir
That's
Dogs.
in a movie.
Reservoir Dogs is a movie?
Yes, this is Reservation Dogs.
Reservoir.
Reservation. And the Patreon was Jean Damone. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you, Jean.
Great.
Thank you, Jean,
Thank
you little
you.
green bean.
Thank you, Jean. Yeah.
What network is this on again? Wait, Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah. Say if you liked it or not on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Loved it.
I did too.
Yeah,
it was
loved it.
very interesting.
It was
so
funny.
the plot and the prem. Did you write it down?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm always prepared.
Well, you try to be.
Half of the episodes are half-hour episodes of comedy that follow 4 Indigenous teenagers in rural Oklahoma as they steal, rob, and save money so they can get to an exotic, mysterious, and faraway land, California.
There you go. Now listen.
It's hilarious.
I wasn't quite sure what I was getting into with this. I had zero base knowledge of
Right,
the
me
show.
too.
I honestly, I'll go as far to say I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten. I haven't even heard of the show until Jean suggested it.
That was a great suggestion.
It was a great suggestion. Now, one of the things that was so funny to me is it opens up right away, and the first thing that happens is they steal, like, I guess, I don't know if they have these in other parts of it, but in the Midwest, we have, like, the Swansons
It wasn't
truck.
It was a potato chip truck.
A potato chip truck. Okay, so they steal a potato chip truck, and it's like 5 teenagers, and they drive it into this, like, meth community of these... it's like a homeless camp.
No, they're part of the hijack.
But it's like so what they're doing essentially is they're stealing for this like homeless compound, and they pay them to bring the chips and the car parts and all the stuff to them. So that's what they do. And that's the first scene. Well, it's riddled with like meth heads all over the place, right? So when they go to do the deal with like the leader of the town, they had to leave one of the kids at the truck, and they're like, I think his name is Cheese.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
Cheese?
uh-huh.
They're like, Cheese, watch the truck. And one of the like meth guys, this part I was laughing so hard. One of the meth guys walks up to him, and Cheese is just this high school kid. And he goes, "Hi, my name is Cheese. My pronouns are he, him, his." And the guy looks at him and goes, "I'm Native American."
Yeah, right.
Like, oh my God, that's so like today's
I think
time.
one of the funniest parts at the very beginning, they're hijacking this truck. The girl is going to drive. The leader is in the passenger seat, and he goes, "Put on your seatbelt." And she goes, "We're driving we're stealing a fucking truck, and you want me to put on my seatbelt?" He goes, "Safety first." And she goes, "Oh, jeez." And that, to me, that was like an opening joke that was just hilarious.
It was really good.
It's like, when you watch it, it's like, really? He was worried about her safety. Put on your
How many
seatbelt.
episodes did you watch?
2.
I watched two. So I haven't watched any more yet. So
Right.
when you watch the second episode,
Yeah.
you start to see that it's taking a shift. There's like these new kids in town who are kind of like their own little gang.
Yeah.
And they think these guys are part of a gang when they're really not.
Right.
They're just up to no good.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene that is hilarious where the new gang is driving down the street and they pull out these guns, and you think there's going to be a drive-by, and they start shooting at the other kids, and then you realize it's paintballs.
Yeah.
But it looks like a scene in Scarface. It's
Yeah.
slow-mo. They're shaking our bodies.
Yeah.
It was very, very well done.
They have interesting and funny characters. They have a set of twins that are little people that drive, and that are like, they're like gangster kind of guys on a bicycle.
So funny. Those two are
so funny. Then they showed a scene with the guy that they hijacked the truck, right? And he said he lost his job because the truck was hijacked, and he's talking to somebody and they're listening. He's talking to somebody who's trying to make money, and he said, "I lost everything." And he said, all he has is a bag of sugar to eat, and I could get diabetes, then my leg would get cut off, and I wasn't meant to be a flamingo.
Wait, I have to tell you a story.
Yeah.
So at the show, we're in Cleveland.
Yeah.
First night in Cleveland. Now, I might be mixing up two different stories. I'm not sure if this is true.
No.
There was this woman in the meet and greet.
Oh.
Who had no legs.
Yeah, poor thing.
She had no legs.
Yeah.
And she had prosthetic legs on,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think she was cutting in line.
Oh, okay.
And there was another group of people who were actually in line,
right,
who were not having any of that. They were not going to allow this to happen. And she's like, "I got no legs." And these other people were just like, "We don't care." And I literally, this woman was going crazy. I thought she was going to snap off one of her legs and beat this other woman over the head with her own feet.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what is happening? And then also at the same show, someone just puked right in the middle of the lobby.
They did not.
Swear to God.
Well, this is a party town. This is a party area.
It's a party. I was not prepared for this. The drunkest show that I've ever done. So I was hired to do this conference in San Jose, California.
Oh, okay.
Which was only kindergarten teachers. It was a kindergarten teacher conference. I had never had a crowd of people more drunk at my shows in my life. They were on top of tables.
Oh, wow.
Like it was.
These were mamas who needed out.
It was intensity. It was intense. But yeah, so that happened at my show. I was like, wow.
Wow. You got a lot of stuff.
How did you like the show?
I loved it. I said that there was even a couple scenes to me that were even funny. Remember, the kids, to make money, were selling the one girl's grandpa made.
I meant my show, but we can talk about that. So anyway.
Oh, okay. But let me finish. Her grandpa made meat pies so that the kids could make money. They were outside the health clinic selling these meat pies. Well, the girl gets a stomach ache. Remember the scene?
Oh.
She gets a stomach ache, severe stomach ache, and she goes into the clinic because she needs to be seen. And they said, what's happening? I got this stomach ache. I ate some of my grandpa's meat pies. They go, okay, go sit down. And the girl turns around because she's always a salesperson. And she goes, by the way, we're selling meat pies out in the front of your clinic. Anybody want to buy some meat pies? And the receptionist turns around and says to people, hey, this girl's here in here with stomach pain and she's selling meat pies. Anyone want to buy them? They all looked at her and go, no.
Yeah. Oh,
They turned
God.
around. I start laughing.
The
It was
best
so
part about that scene-
all of this throughout. You get all of this comedy constantly.
I love that girl, the secretary of the hospital, did that too because she looked straight forward. She didn't even turn around. She goes, hey, this girl with stomach pain selling meat pies out front. Anyone want one? That
They
was
go,
so
no.
funny.
And the twins, those twins that are the gangsters on the
They
bicycles.
came up and they did buy the meat pies.
They like the meat pies. They go, I like my meat pies like I like my women.
It was
It was
that
so
was wild.
funny. But it was a great show. Great recommendation. I suggest everybody likes it. Now let's get back to you, Joe, because the world surrounds you,
don't
and all the
you forget
orbits. It's all about you.
Don't forget it.
We did come to your show last night.
And it was
Your opener was great.
it's Gasper.
Gasper Randazzo was great. He was so funny. You were very good. It was very funny. You just dissed on Cleveland a little too much.
Didn't like that.
Nah, I wouldn't
I
like
actually
it either.
wasn't dissing
I'd
on
say you don't like
Cleveland.
my city.
This is what I said, everybody. I wasn't hating on Cleveland. I said we're here in Ohio. Okay? And
Yeah.
they went, woo!
Right.
And I was like, and I just want to let you know they call Cleveland the mistake on the lake.
Right,
and
which is true.
I said that is wrong. The mistake on the lake is Sandusky.
And
And
you ripped and kept
Yes,
going.
I should have. And people,
This is
half
people's
the audience loved that. The other half of the audience hated that. And I said, Sandusky, it's the home of Cedar Point. And then they went crazy. And I go, oh, you're proud of that. I mean, I would be too. Where else in the world can you go to ride a roller coaster, buy an airbrush t-shirt, and get congenital heart disease? Where? And some people loved that. Some people hated that. But Sandusky, Ohio, I will say this. Sandusky, Ohio is also the city of the United States that snatched an orca whale out of the Puget Sound in Seattle and dropped it off in Ohio by Lake St. Clair.
Well, that's
so
the
clearly
fault-
that orca whale got E. coli. Like,
That's the fault of the people in Seattle who sold the damn orca whale. Shame on them.
there's two sides to every story.
I don't care.
You talking to the microphone.
Sorry.
So, I guess I do have to say I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Shame on them.
Shame on them.
But
That poor
also
little
shame
orca
on
whale.
SeaWorld.
Well-
You ever seen Blackfish?
No. Is it a show?
No, it's a documentary. It'll make you cry.
No,
It's all about-
I can't.
It's all about how they snatched up orca whales and sold them to SeaWorlds and stuff.
No, I did see a little bit of that and I couldn't. I was crying. The babies were no.
Oh, I can't handle it either.
No.
I can't handle it. It's too sad. Anyway, Sandusky,
Let's-
do better.
Yeah. I have
Have
a
you
new.
ever been to Cedar Point?
Yes, when I was in. Well, I
think
wasn't.
We've probably gone together at some point.
Yeah, we did. Well, probably when I was in high school with my family.
Yeah.
And then after high school a few times. I'm not a big amusement park person,
Me
except
neither.
I love Disney World.
No,
Everybody-
she doesn't.
Yes.
No, she doesn't.
Ron and I love the Magical Kingdom. We love it's the happiest place on earth, and we love it. We don't
But
know
you're
what
not-
happened to our
You're
son,
not-
who we went to Disney every year to give him the greatest experience. That's how he got the call from Ellen. Was in the happiest place on earth. How could you not like it?
It was on a family
You went
reunion.
every year.
It was a family reunion. I was forced to go. Listen, you're not a Disney adult, though.
No, I'm not a Disney adult.
Right. Like if
I mean,
dad,
I wouldn't wear any ears or shit.
and if
like
if dad or your other husband proposed to you at Disney World, you would have said,
I say,
no.
get your ass off that ground and let's go to a place that's.
A real place.
Let's go to a real place.
Right.
You're gonna.
So you're not a Disney.
Why
adult,
is
so
this
don't
this a fantasy for you? I would say, get the hell off.
Exactly.
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
lead these people down a road like you're a Disney
No,
adult.
but you know what?
we're not on your side,
to
Disney
each.
adults.
Yes, I am.
No, we're not.
To each their own.
Not okay. Yes.
You like things
Well,
that other people don't
And
like.
I hope that there's a comic who will rag on that. But listen, choices, and I'm gonna come for it.
Nope. Don't do that.
I
It's
can't
not nice.
with the Disney
Be
adults.
nice.
I
Be
can't do
nice.
it. Listen,
Be nice
okay?
in the world. Anyway.
I can't with the Disney. I can't with the Disney adults.
What? Wait a minute. This is what has mom and dad all turned upside down. We saved money, took you to Disney probably every year, not even every year, maybe every second or third year we went to Disney, gave you the greatest experience and you hate it now as an adult. And that is totally, we don't want you to be a Disney crazy person, but we'd like you to say, I enjoyed that.
Oh, I did enjoy it when I was I did enjoy it when I was a kid. And
Where did we go wrong?
but listen, and will I be a Disney
Dad?
Yes, I will be. Like when my kids are
okay.
growing up,
That's
like
different.
they will be, and they're consuming Disney, which I mean, they have a monopoly on the market. It's inevitable my children will consume Disney movies and things.
Right.
So will I take my kids to Disney World? For sure.
Oh,
will I
okay.
enjoy that
Yes.
with them? For sure. But we're never, ever, like after 14,
What?
no.
That's when they have fun too on the Tower of Terror and stuff. Did you hear Juliet went on the Tower of Terror?
Was she so scared?
She got on there with her family, and it looked like the picture that
And
when
Juliet
Billy
is
was
like 7. Everybody.
Juliet's it's my great niece, Joey's second cousin. She's
Oh,
adorable.
Josh, she's constantly giving
She's in first grade,
identifying
second grade,
information.
third grade. Anyway,
here we go. Yeah.
The whole family went on Tower of Terror, and it looked like the picture when you were on the Tower of Terror
I
with
was like-
Billy and stuff, and Billy's head was in Dad's armpit. It looked like that picture. Well, she went on, and when she got off, she goes, "Well, I don't need to do that anymore."
That's funny.
Done. She was done. Like, don't ask me to do that anymore. It was so funny.
Now, okay,
They had a ball
I
as
will
a family.
probably-
As a family.
I'll probably take the kids a little bit more. But,
Yeah.
But no. There is an element where it goes from like family fun to psychosis, okay? I cannot stand when people go to Disney World for adult situations, like a proposal, like a bachelor or bachelorette party. Absolutely not. I don't know why you're getting married at Disney. And I'll say this, nobody needs to go on a Disney cruise. Nobody, family or not. Go to one of the parks.
I was thinking of doing that.
Oh, won't be there.
You know why? Because there's little kids there, and there's kids that I can say, "Hi, kids." I don't have grandkids.
Oh,
I don't
God.
have little babies to have fun with. Hi, kids. I like the sound of happy kids and crying
You
kids.
were never a teacher.
So that doesn't mean I have to be. Forget it. I like it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not. We're not doing it. We're not doing
Anyway,
it. We're
let's
not.
move on before you
We're
get
not
canceled from your
doing
family. Hey,
Disney.
I have a new segment.
Oh God.
It's
Where are
called
we at on time?
It's
Great.
60-second hot takes. And what is the premise is Joe and Fran give a review of what we watched this week in 30 seconds.
Oh, I have one.
And when you're done, we give a kid's hand up or down.
What is a kid's
Like a
hand
kindergarten. How would a kindergarten say, yeah, okay, I approve. Would they go like this? Or would they go like this? How would we do it? I don't want to go like this. I want something different.
First of all, like
Kid's hand.
what? What the
Maybe
hell
we'll go,
are you?
yeah, we like it. No, we don't like it. Something. We're both going to say whether we gave it. You're going to say whether you give it a thumbs up or down, but in a different way.
Okay.
What way would that be?
I don't know why you're bringing this to my attention right now.
I didn't. I talked to you about it. You don't listen
You
to
never
your mom.
said we needed a symbol.
I totally told you, and you don't
You said we
listen
need
to
a
your mom.
symbol. She said a kid's hand up or a kid's hand down. Like kids are going like this when they don't like things. That's not happening.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not happening.
This is God's proof that when I talk to you, my mouth is moving and your ears are closed. Or I text you and you're like this. Oh, I'm not going to listen to her on that one. You do not listen to me.
Sometimes you text me paragraphs, and that needs to not happen. I love you. I do.
How am I going to get my point across? Like,
you just
dear
gotta
Joe,
wait.
done.
You can't. If it's long enough to be an email, don't text it.
You probably wouldn't even read my emails because it's too long. So what am I going to do? You answer the phone and go, I'm busy. I got 20 seconds.
Mom.
Hang up. Boom.
I am not. You're making me out to be a ruthless tyrant, and that's not true. I'm a great person.
With his mama.
You-
Listen,
Wait, hold
my
on.
fans out there, they say to me, we love you.
Okay,
They do say, I love your son. And I think, well, you don't live with him.
Mom, you don't live with him either.
I can verify.
You, first of all, okay.
I wouldn't want to live with you.
Still, you
trash
say I
my
don't
house.
have time.
You don't have time.
Because you don't, and I mean this respectfully, you don't understand the concept of time zones. You're 3 hours ahead of me. You call me at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I never call you at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, you do. It's 8 o'clock in the morning your time. My phone's going off at 5 a.m.
No.
Yes. Any person who has moved to the West Coast from the Midwest or the East knows
You look
this.
in that camera and tell them you're lying. You're lying. It's a downright damn lie. Look in that camera and tell them.
I am telling the
Lie.
truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, and not Bill Clinton
So help
style
you
either.
God.
I'm being for real.
So help you God?
So, oh my
Never.
God.
I know.
Oh my God. Literally.
I don't start texting till about 9 o'clock.
Dementia forgot. Hey, welcome to the stage, Miss Dementia. God, Mom. Anyway,
I'm gonna do my own 5-minute
So
bit,
let's do the
and
show.
it's going to be about you.
We're doing hand or down.
How do we do it? What is it?
That's what we're doing now. Up
Okay,
or this.
our down. So, what show did you watch in the last week, or let's say 2, because I've had this to you for about 3 weeks that you never paid attention.
I got it.
Okay, which one?
I watched F-Boy Island on HBO Max.
What is that?
F-Boy Island, Nikki Glazer, very funny comedian.
Yeah, I love her.
Me too. She is the host of this show called F-Boy Island.
What's that stand for?
Do you know what an F-boy is?
No.
It's like a newer term. It stands for fuckboy. They just can't say fuckboy on HBO, obviously. So it's called F-Boy Island. And a fuckboy is just like...
Shh, don't use the word.
It is a...
Your mother's on here.
It's a guy. It's like a player. Like
There's only one of them?
No, that's like a type of person. You'll see like typically they're just like roid raging muscle dudes who are
dumbasses.
super egotistical dumbasses, full of themselves. Just like they'll meet you, go on a date, and then never talk. They'll ghost you. You know what ghosting is?
Yeah.
So that's an F-boy, right? So this is called F-boy Island. So there's 3 women. Right?
Yeah.
And there's like 25 guys, and half of the guys are F-boys, and half of the guys are nice guys. And the girls have to weed out the guys by sending some home and going on dates with others to figure out which ones are the nice ones, the good ones.
Yeah.
There's $100,000 on the line. So if she picks an F-boy, if she picks a good guy, they get to split the money. But if she picks an F-boy and doesn't know it, he gets all of the money.
Just what he needs.
So it's a show. So anyway, one of my comedy friends, Ben Polizzi, is actually on the show.
Is he an F-boy?
I don't like. Is he? Yeah, for sure. But like, I don't know what card he's playing on the show yet. I'm a few episodes behind. Do I like the show? Absolutely not. It's driving me crazy. The girls on the show are driving me even more crazy. This one girl looks like she's got 2 hot dogs for lips because she's had them so pumped up over the years. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. The show is nauseating. I'm only watching it for Ben Polizzi,
premise
but
is
I'm giving it a hand, flappy hand.
Down. Okay.
Okay.
Mine was Dad and Mom watched the movie Father Stew. And it was with Mark Wahlberg.
Uh-huh.
And
Isn't it old? This is an older movie.
No, it was out in the movies, and then it quickly went to...
Where are you talking?
I was talking to you, Blake.
Okay, talking to your microphone, though.
Anyway, Father Stew. It's a true story about a priest. Before he was a priest, he was like getting in trouble with the law. He wanted to be an actor and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. He was wayward. And all of a sudden, he said to his mom, I know what I want to do. And she goes, what? And he goes, I want to be a priest. She goes, for Halloween, right? That's the best line in the movie. But the movie drags. It's very slow. We love Mark Wahlberg. It's a really disappointing movie to us. I give it a hands down.
Hand down. Here we go. Okay, before we end the podcast, we do have our newest Patreon members that we want to say hello to. Thank you for becoming a Patreon member. You too can become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. That's patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Hello to our newest Patreon members.
Oh, I can't read it. I can't see it. Just go ahead.
Hold on.
Because you got it.
They like when you say their name too.
Oh, I know, but okay, thank you. Now I can say it. Dominique, just Dominique.
Colleen McCabe.
Sydney Calderwood.
Cindy Calderwood is actually a teacher she was my teaching partner.
Calderwood, she was.
She was my teaching partner when we taught 5th
Sydney.
grade. She knows that was a crazy ass year. We survived.
Hi, Sydney.
We
welcome.
survived.
And welcome everybody.
Alexis Bush.
Alexis
Bush,
Can't
but she
even
spells
damn
it
read.
like Alexis.
No, she spells it like Alexis.
Alexis Bush, and she's even got a cute profile picture that says Alexis Bush.
Now, cute. What?
Well, I'm just going to say, good thing there's not an apostrophe after that S, because then it would be Alexis's Bush. Anyway.
Carrie Parker.
Joshua Warner.
Melissa Krim.
And Miranda Ronnie.
Roni.
It could be Ronnie.
It is Roni, I'll bet $1 million. Miranda, let me know if it's Roni or Ronnie. Melissa Martin.
Thank you guys for becoming
Thank
Patreon
you.
members. You too can become
Enjoy.
a Patreon member at patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. That's patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Patreon.com/Joe Dombrowski. Become a Patreon member. Keep us on the air. We love you so much.
What did they get?
A lot of bonus con.
And
Bone con.
And they get first dibs at tickets for shows.
Maybe. Well, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, we're not?
You'll find out about shows first, and I'll give you the links. You got them. And thank you so much to Jean Dimone.
Yeah.
Jean Dimone. I think it's Jean.
I said it's Jean Dimone.
I'm pretty sure it's Jean. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
Let's watch TV.
Oh, I messed it up. Let's try it again, and we'll see you next time on
Let's watch TV. Bye.